Hi everybody, here is my audience today, and today I'm going to be talking about how social media can impact your mental health. So for starters, social media has become part of every student's daily college routine, influencing your sleep, your mood, and your self-image without us even realizing. So many young adults spend multiple hours a day scrolling through social media apps like Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Because social media is so integrated into our daily lives, researchers have studied how social media affects your mental health. So today I'm going to explain to you what social media is, how it can negatively affect mental health, how it can positively affect your mental health, and what research says about the balanced use. So for starters, social media is a digital platform that allows you to communicate with users in order to create, share, interact with others in real time. Platforms such as Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and X allow instant communication and content sharing across the world. So, a recent study by Pew Research Center found that 95% of young adults ages 18 to 29 use at least one social media platform a day based off of 2023 data. So, because of this age group, social media has such high rates. Researchers are especially interested in studying the psychological impact of that as well. So the research that was shown shows us that social media can negatively impact your mental health in measurable ways. One major concern is the increased anxiety and depressive symptoms associated with high usage. According to the American Psychological Association, frequent exposure to idealized images, constant comparison, and social media can contribute to lower self-esteem and higher anxiety levels. Social media often presents highlight reels that distort the reality and create unrealistic expectations as well. Another concern is the increased feeling of social isolation amongst heavy users. In 2024, peer-reviewed study accessed through Madison College, it was found that the increased social media use was associated with worsening mental health outcomes along college students during the pandemic. So most students were in depressive episodes during the pandemic because they were isolated because they couldn't see anybody, basically. Students who reported higher daily social media uses also reported frequent levels of anxiety, depressive symptoms, and psychological distress. Researchers suggested that passive scrolling and social comparison were major contributing factors. Social media is also associated with sleep deprivation. So, studies published in recent mental health journals show that late night screen use reduces your sleep quality. Poor sleep is strongly linked to increased stress and depressive symptoms in young adults. Research also shows that social media can be a positive effect on your mental well-being. Social media can help you build connections with other people across the world. The National Institute of Mental Health explains that online peer support can increase feeling of belonging and sharing. Many users find that support groups for shared experiences, including mental health challenges, identity-based communities, and academic stress as well. So social media provides access to mental health and education and coping strategies. Licensed professionals use social media to share evidence-based coping strategies as well as crisis hotlines and mental health resources that are widely promoted on these platforms. Research also suggests that the impact of social media depends on how it's used. Time spent, the type of content that you view, individual personality, and all make a difference on how that influences your mental health. The American Psychological Association notes that mindful and balanced use is associated with better psychological well-being. Ongoing research continues to examine how evolving platforms affect mental health trends among young adults. And before I get to my conclusion, I did want to just talk about my visual aid. So basically what this says is it just kind of gives a summary of what I was talking about in the previous slide. So it shows that the age-based, so the usage stats, the negative effects and the positive effects amongst the users with social media. So in conclusion, social media has become a major part of how young adults communicate and stay connected. Research shows that it can increase anxiety, depression, and social comparison, and your sleep schedule. At the same time, social media can bring people closer together, provide community and support, and offer valuable educational resources. Understanding the risks and benefits help us better understand how social media influences modern mental health. Thank you.